Hey, welcome to this episode of He's Crafty. Today we're going to attempt to make the rotted head of Pamela Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 2. Oh, Jason Voorhees, what do you know? Guess what we're working on today?
Your mom!
Hey, knock knock.
Who's there?
Your mom!
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Not your mom.
Alright, so this is Pamela Voorhees' head. She lost said head at the end of Friday the 13th. Alright, so we're using a styrofoam head for this project. I'm going to cut around the base of the neck to give it that decapitated look. And then I'm going to carve out the eye sockets to give it that sunken in decaying look. Next, I'm going to take this plastic skull. I chose this one because the teeth are really detailed on it. I want them to stand out. I'm removing the lower jaw and I'm attaching it to the styrofoam head. Then I'm going to take my modeling clay and I'm going to sculpt out Pamela's face. We just keep adding clay until we start to form a face. Oh yeah, she's pretty. Now let's add some eyelids. Then we grab our hot glue gat. We start to make all these wrinkles in her face. The idea here is to give it that shriveled, decaying look. Nothing says party like a roll of toilet paper and some Mod Podge. We're gonna Mod Podge over her face and start layering it with toilet paper. When you dab the brush on the toilet paper, it kinda gives it that cool kinda decaying skin look. We're gonna cover this entire head in toilet paper. And then once that's set, we're gonna let it dry. And while that dries, we're gonna take a break.
Oh, thank God. I gotta go with them damn enchiladas. Oh. Out of the way there, fella. Alright, gotta go. You cleared out the enchiladas.
Alright, so once all the toilet paper and Mod Podge dries, it's time to paint this thing with a base layer of black. I noticed while painting this, I wasn't too fond of the shape of the mouth. So what I decided to do was remove the teeth, and I wanted to place them further back in the mouth. And then I wanted to add more clay on top of this thing. I'm trying to give the mouth a different shape. Ends up coming out like this, a little bit of paint, and we're back to this step. Second layer of paint, and we're mixing a dark scarlet with a brown. We're trying to get that kind of muscly color, or whatever the layer is that's directly under your skin. Good finished product looking like this. Top layer, we're going golden brown. We're trying to get the decaying, leathery skin look. I'm gonna mix some black paint with some water to try to get some of these details to come out. They weren't really popping the way I wanted them to, so I'm gonna just do a dry brush with some black paint, especially around the eye sockets, to give it more of a sunken in look. Gonna keep dry brushing on the black paint. If you get to a part and you maybe put in a little bit too much paint, you can just dab it off with a paper towel. Let's get you some hair, Pamela. I didn't really want to just plop the wig on top of the head. I don't think it would look that great. So I'm cutting out whole sections and pulling out sections of hair, and I'm gonna hot glue them to the top of this thing. Once you got as much hair on there as you want to, give your girl PV a little bit of a trim, tighten her up a little bit, hit that proper mood lighting, and bam, there you go.
Jason, Mother is talking to you.
So that'll about do it for this episode of He's Crafty. I thought this project came out rather well. What I do not know is what happened to Tom, because he never came back from the bathroom. Oh, bro, Voorhees got you too?
I know, right? What a douche.
Man. Hey, knock knock.
Who's there?
Your mom.
Oh.
He's crafty.